Today I'm going to be testing 10 PSP games on the PlayStation Classic using the July 8th build of the PPSSPP emulator from the Classic Mods Cloud. Daxter loads extremely well. I didn't have high expectations for this one, being that it has a lot going on in the background as well as character reaction animations. For this one I was using an 8-bit OS N30 Pro gamepad since the game requires an analog stick for movement and up on the direction pad to change your view to first person. Now given that even though it works great without a lot of audio or gameplay stutter, we are within the realm of emulation, so immediate crashes without explanation are a possibility, which sadly seems to be the case with this one. Half Minute Hero, on the other hand, works flawlessly throughout the overworld map, battles, and dialogue sequences. I haven't noticed any audio stuttering in the music either, so it looks like this is the first on our list to have perfect compatibility. I'm just not very good at it, apparently. With Silent Hill Origins, you'll instantly notice a lot of audio issues, from crackling to slowdowns to complete ambience breaking defiance. It seems the further you get, the slower the gameplay seems to go. Not only that, but the video sequences slow down to the point of unbearable. It may be playable, although time consuming and a bit annoying. All I know is I'm not willing to figure it out beyond what I've shown here. Not to mention every fucking door you come to is locked as every other Silent Hill. ATV Offroad Fury Pro seems very promising, although a bit glitchy with the audio as to be expected with most of the games on this list. Being in such early stages of development for this particular console, this port is very impressive, and I find it interesting the PlayStation Classic is even able to render such graphics. That being said, yeah, the main player has no texture whatsoever, but the game seems otherwise playable to the full extent. Throughout the PSP's console life, I never ended up buying Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops despite the acclaim it received. I actually attempted to buy it at one point and ended up getting Metal Gear Acid and was pretty well disappointed when finding out it was more of a card game than an action title. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops runs damn near perfect on the PlayStation Classic, which was a welcome surprise. While this game runs pretty smooth for the most part, it suffers from one major issue. While shooting at enemies, there is a 3 to 5 second wait between the end of your barrel and your target, which overall can't leave a user with a very good gaming experience, so it looks like this one's gonna have to wait. Brave Story New Traveler was one I seemed to overlook even though I owned a copy when it was released. I don't know if it was because reading text boxes on a portable console capable of generating PlayStation 2 graphics felt redundant, or the fact I was simply burnt out on RPGs by this point, having come off the Final Fantasy franchise with no more patience left in me. But this game is surprisingly detailed and could easily pass as a Squaresoft title from the original PlayStation era. That being said, this particular emulation suffers from a few layer issues that I've discovered so far, as well as crackling and stuttering audio, but overall I find it bearable for a general gameplay experience. I actually picked this one up at Goodwill for PS2 recently, so I was curious to see if it was different or just a port. Well, it's different. It plays decently well other than the occasional audio slowdown here or there, but nothing game breaking. Other than that, it's no Swampy's Revenge, but it's Frogger, and there's not much else to say about that. Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. A lot of audio stuttering, but playable. Same thing here with Vice City Stories, although the gameplay seems a little bit speedier. I'll conclude this video with Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker, which seems to be working really good and with effective bullet time. It does have some audio hiccups, but overall these actually aren't so bad either. This may be due to the installation options at the beginning of the game where I chose to install the full package, although I don't see why it would, being that it would be loading from 2 different places on the same memory source, but whatever. I haven't tested this with the minimal installation. All I know is I got through the basic training elements without it crashing. So that's going to wrap it up for this emulation test. If you liked the video, I don't know why, and I'm not even sure why it seemed important for me to do this in the first place.